Well,
yeah,
Rhys,
it's finally meeting.
Finally meeting. Huge fan of your podcast.
Oh, thank you.
We talk to a lot of the same guests,
We do,
don't
we
we?
do.
There's, we've got a mutual connection in a really good PR company.
Yeah, fantastic.
Rosalind.
Yes, amazing.
And
so
she really does well with connecting. And so yeah, we've got a few mutual. I like to not call them guests, but friends. At this point.
Yes.
And so I've been listening into some of your podcasts.
Okay, thank you.
I love your style, Rhys. I love you're very considerate. And I can tell that you've thought through your questions.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
So talking to another podcaster, I'd like to understand a little bit more about your style and about your process going into something like the theatre reviews.
Yeah, so for podcasts it's slightly different, or interviews, I just kind of sit down and go, what do I want to learn about this person? Like what's the things that are like important? Obviously they're plugging a show or a project, so there's questions about that. But like what do I want to know? What's interesting to me? And in terms of reviews, it's just kind of what I enjoyed and writing about those things that I think are really good, which is why lots of people say kind of I'm more that sort of uplifting, because I am just writing about the things I like.
Yes.
It's if there's something I like in there, I'm going to mention it and talk about it. If there's something I don't like, well then I won't bring it up as much. But yeah, it's just kind of talking about the things I enjoy, and hopefully someone else will enjoy the same.
Yeah, that resonates with me deeply. I wonder how you deal with then the things that you don't like. What's your approach to that when you find that thing that you're like, this isn't for me?
So obviously, like as a review, obviously you're there to be constructive. You're saying things you like, you don't like, and what needs to be improved. Things like microphone issues or stuff that will happen.
Technical glitches.
Yes,
isn't it?
it's not
it's separate to the creativity,
totally.
Isn't it?
But in terms of the actual the content of the show itself, if there's something I don't like, I tend to do the sort of teachery thing, because that's my day job as a teacher. The teacher reports of these are the things that were really good. Next time, let's work on those. That's kind of this sort of structure. If I go into the things I don't enjoy or something that could be better, is kind of that sort of, well, maybe this is something we've got to work on. If you're taking it, because I love to see the show scale up, sort of from local pubs and clubs to wherever they end up. A few of the shows I've seen here have been shows I've seen when they've come to London or Cardiff, and then so seeing them grow is what I like. So that's why
that's an amazing thing that you can discover here at Fringe. And when I do the reviews here, that's a bit that I don't enjoy actually, is the reviews. I like the talking, I like the analysing and commentating on it, rather than giving a score. I kind of wish we could do away. No, I can't find people that completely agree with me, but I'd like to do away with the star system.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I'm totally with you there.
I don't think we should be giving a mark of 1 to 5.
Yeah.
I know it's the way that the audience goes, I want to go in that direction and avoid this way. But I don't think creativity is simple as that.
No, totally. And I think that I've been saying it for a little while now, of I'm more of saying, if you like this sort of thing, this is the show for you. If you like something that's completely different, this is more of a show for you, And obviously everyone has their own taste. So I think, the stars are great, as you said. They do point out sort of quality to a degree, but day-to-day is different. People's own opinions are different. So you can't say this is, the best show at the Fringe, because that's impossible to say anyway. So it's more, if you enjoy, I don't know, silly physical theatre, go see this. If you enjoy serious one-person productions, go see this. That's the way I like to look at it. But yeah,
and art is subjective.
Yeah,
art,
totally.
Art comes down to our own individual perspectives.
Yeah, and as a reviewer, you could be having a really positive day and see things in a certain light. Whereas if it was a different day where you've just had to run across somewhere in 7 minutes, you're going to see it a whole different way. So no, I'm totally on your side. Let's go with the star
Have
system.
you ever found something? Because this has happened to me the first time here. The first show I saw here was the worst thing that I've ever seen.
Okay.
And it's the first time I've given something 1 star on my review, and I gave it that 1 star because I felt uncomfortable. It gave me a bad feeling.
Yeah.
And we're just in the middle of an interview at the moment. That's okay. That's right. Absolutely fine. But we're only going to be a couple of minutes, and we'd love to have a chat with you. So don't go too far. You're all good. But actually, this is one of the things I love about this place. Is everyone is open to engage and have a conversation.
Yeah, something I've not seen before is the flyer-in. Like, because I do a lot of sort of local in Cardiff, they're all set theatres, but flyer-in and just coming over and just being like, oh, I've got this show, do you want to come see? And you have a chat about, someone handed me a flyer earlier and they were like, oh, it's from stories of like a Welsh poet or something. And I was like, well, I'm Welsh. And they were like, really? Because my uncle, and then we just had a full-blown chat about family.
It's amazing where these things can go. So this time at Fringe, my third time here, I decided or discovered something new to do with my questions, a new way of questioning people. And that is everyone that I'm meeting, I'm asking them to help me with a question for my next guest or the next person that I speak to.
Okay.
And I'm just seeing where that takes me. Now, earlier today, I had someone say to me something that I thought was quite mundane and boring. And they said to me, well, the next person I'd like to talk to, could you ask them what was the first sound they heard this morning when they woke up? And I thought, where am I going to go with this? How am I even going to start that question? But anyway, I went in with that question, and it was her alarm on her phone. And then we had a conversation about how she hates picking up her phone in the morning. And she hates looking at social media first thing, but she's addicted to it. And then that's the world that we live in. And that's how, that's a big part, the social media is a big part of the Fringe now. So that conversation just like followed on from there.
My mind instantly go when you're saying about alarms. Like, do people like sort of the loud, angry alarms in the morning, or a cheery, like interludes that you wake up to? And I was like, oh, that's actually somewhere where you could go. But that's the same thing.
So all these questions, no matter how mundane they might seem, they can lead you down a different path in the conversation.
Totally.
And so the last question that I had from the last person that I met wanted me to ask you, not knowing who you were, wanted me to ask you is about engagement with the audience. How do you approach that, and how do you make it as comfortable as possible?
Obviously, I'm not like a theatre creative. I don't write or perform as much anymore. But in terms of sort of, obviously, you still engage when you're doing your reviews or doing your interviews. And I think it's about making things approachable. I think if you're tackling something, despite how sort of specific or niche it may be, is explaining things in a way that people would get. I've written reviews where I've got the thesaurus out, and it's like, no one's going to want to read this because there's just fancy words in. It's about going, right, how can I break down this into a way that everyone can understand or everyone can kind of get? And then in that way, you find those little bits of relatability of putting yourself in the show or into the review or into whatever you're doing. It's finding that thing that people can relate to, and then that's how they're engaged. Is because
when we put ourselves into it, we will find. I like to say we will find our tribe.
Yes.
We will find our people. We will find their. I think there are similarities in all of us that we can find, and that will draw an audience in. When you're as much as Rhys as possible, when I'm as Martin as possible, we will find the others that are similar to us.
And I mean, you could be in the most remote place in the world, but there's still going to be people around you who can even somewhat relate to you. Of like, being an only child is there's some crossover of living remotely or going through a certain illness. Well, my auntie went through a very serious illness or whatever. Even just like a spark of relatability, even just the thinnest sort of thread. That again is finding your tribe, finding people that will relate to what you're doing.
Yeah. And so for you, Rhys,
yes,
what are you curious about? What would you like to know as I meet my next guest? What question should I take forward?
Oh, okay. Without knowing who obviously is next, is okay. What advice would you have for someone doing the Fringe for the first time? What's something that you wish people would know, or would want to? What piece of knowledge would you want to give to someone else for their first time at the Fringe? Because it's my first time. Great. But yeah.
Well, good luck with the rest of your first time at Fringe. I feel, having listened to your podcast, Rhys, that this is the beginning of something special here for you.
Thank you so much.
This is just the first in many chapters to come.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much.
Good luck, Rhys.
Thank you.
Enjoy the journey.
Oh.
Enjoy the ride of Fringe as much as you can. And as a fellow podcaster, if I can support you in any way on this journey, just reach out.
Thank you so much.
Let me know, and I'll keep listening to you.
Fabulous. Thank you so much.
Brilliant. Thanks again, Rhys.
Thank you.
That was awesome, mate.